Howdy, today I will be presenting algae-based biofuel, a new long-term energy. Algae has been considered as a source for fuel because of its ability to use uncultivated land and wastewater. Source: since algae uses photosynthesis to grow and reproduce, it is all about getting the right growing conditions. Algae is fairly simple to grow and requires resources that are readily available. It uses non-arable land, wastewater, waste carbon dioxide, nutrients, and sunlight. Most algae is made in a shallow pond resembling the natural growing conditions. It is in a pond about a foot deep and has a mechanism for keeping circulation while adding in nutrients and ensuring sufficient sunlight. How the fuel is produced. After the algae is grown, it is usually extracted by allowing the algae to settle to the bottom of the pond. Once it has settled and has been concentrated, it isn't easy to extract the lipids. Unlike other biofuels, it isn't possible to press the seeds because the cells are too small and are very tough. Hexane solvent extraction can be useful sometimes, but it does not always break through the cell wall. Instead, sonication or mechanical homogenization is used in addition, in order to access the lipids. After the oil is removed, it is further processed to become biofuel. Development status. Algae biomass development is still fairly new, taking off around 2009, as it was seen as the solution to climate change. However, this movement has experienced serious downfalls due to costs. In 2024, the U.S. Department of Energy's Bioenergy Technologies Office, BETO, announced a $20.2 million funding in furthering the algae development for biofuels. Although research is still being done, with the right technology and advancements, BETO believes we could reach 5 billion gallons of algae biofuel being produced per year by 2023. Impact on the carbon footprint. Through photosynthetic metabolism, algae absorbs CO2 and releases oxygen. This can significantly lower the carbon footprint of power plants, if they are built nearby. The carbon emission from the power plant can be used as the carbon source to continue to grow the algae. This would reduce the carbon footprint by using waste CO2 as a source. Economic impact. The biggest problem in the production of algae is the cost. There have been ranges estimated from $10 to $40 per gallon of algae biofuel. Although it isn't exactly determined yet, the price right now cannot compete with that of fossil fuels. My analysis. I think the algae-based biofuel is a good idea in theory. However, it is simply not obtainable to the levels hoped for. While it would be nice to find a cheaper way to produce it, we are not there yet. There is no way to compete with the prices of fossil fuels considering the cost of production. Newer technology and inventions or ideas would further the efficiency of producing algae biofuel. However, it could also raise the cost more. I believe we should continue to further this development until the solution is found. Plan of action. If money was not a problem, then algae biofuel would have already been widespread. We would build algae farms next to every power plant to take advantage of wasted CO2, as well as developing a cost-effective way to extract the oil. With the mass production, costs would be lowered per gallon, it would be available worldwide, and people would buy it. Resources.